Hi, I'm Jimmy Albertson here at Motorcycle Superstore Racing, and we're here to talk about hitting a jump for the first time. Probably one of the scariest things you can do is balling up and hitting a jump for the first time. I mean, honestly, like that feeling you get in your stomach, you're nervous, you're gripping on tight, but those are a lot of things that you don't want. As a professional, the best way to hit a jump for the first time is to analyze it. Think of how fast you might need to be hitting it. Think of your body positioning. And then after you get all those things put inside your head, act like you hit it 1,000 times. That's the best way to do it. You don't want to go off the face of the jump and just get tense and then grab a handful of gas on the bottom of the lip. Make sure you're carrying plenty of momentum going into it, and that way you can adjust your speed, you can adjust your body positioning, and you can hit the thing good and fast. The worst part about hitting a jump for the first time, a lot of guys will just sit there, they won't soak it up at all. They'll just grab a handful of gas at the bottom of the lip, and they go so high, and it's so hard to actually get an accurate place on when you're gonna land on the downside. So one of those things with safety factor, you wanna just come in there with confidence, honestly. That's a huge thing on jumping jumps and making sure you're not gonna get yourself hurt. The old saying is it's better to over jump a jump than it is to under jump. And I am in complete agreement with that. But you also gotta look at different jumps in different ways. Everything's a little bit different. If there's gonna be another section right after it, or a turn, or a fence, or a pond, or a cliff, you don't wanna be over jumping. So, I mean, honestly, you just gotta just kind of gotta weigh the option. If the downside's very steep and it looks like it's gonna be bad to case, then yeah, you probably need to be, if you're gonna do anything, hit a little bit faster maybe, or over jump would be safer. But if you're talking about something dangerous after it that you could possibly launch off the track, and then the downside's pretty mellow, maybe come up a little bit short might be all right, you can get away with that. When you're at a big race, you're not able to jump off the side of the track. They won't allow you to do that, or there's hay bales covering it or whatever. So I think it's good to get used to doing it, practicing, making sure that you're just gonna have the confidence to go out there and hit a jump and not have to jump off to the side. Another good way to hit a jump is to follow somebody off it. I'm not just talking about hopping behind your buddies on the weekend to follow. Even when you're out there in practice, finding a rider who's doing an obstacle, hopping in behind them and just carrying the momentum that they have and getting that jump out of the way. A lot of times in Supercross, that's the best thing that I do, is just find a rider on the track who's doing something, hop in behind them, knock it out of the way, it's out of your head, it's easy. Well guys, I hope my tips helped you out a little bit, build some confidence so you guys can go out there and hit every jump at your local track.